All right. What's up, Gabe?
How's it going?
Going good, man. Great to see you. I know we have a ton to share and we're going to try and do it quick today. So let's show off a little flat mode and welcome to Hub World, right? That's the world we're in today.
Yeah, let's look around at Hub World real fast. Just turning around here. Amazing new spot. What's great about this spot is it's great on its own just as a frame, but it's also a really cool frame as sort of, we call it Hub World because it can be such a good hub. Like it can link out to all these other destinations. But these buildings, like you can walk in them. The art team just did such a great job with this whole space. It's got a great vibe.
It's amazing. And we're actually setting up a frame demo that we can use to help other people imagine what's possible for their organizations, Gabe. So I'll drop a link in the newsletter for anybody to check out frame demo. We'll drop a link in the LinkedIn comments as well. So if anybody wants to come check out Hub World with us, we'll show you around.
Awesome. Okay, you mentioned flat mode. Should we shift over there?
Let's do it.
All
I'm gonna
right,
click the
cool.
button, go into
So
flat
yeah, you'll
mode.
see a new button down in your toolbar. Down here, looks like a little grid. And when you click on it, you can see it takes us to something that looks sort of like Zoom, but you'll see that it's got our own sort of, we've got a frame spin on it.
That's right. Yeah. I mean, I talked to a lot of people, Gabe, over the last couple of months, and they shared with me that they use Frame as sort of a destination because of the 3D immersive capabilities. So if they need a classroom environment or they need an office space for a meeting or they want to have a big event, they kind of go to Frame, but it's not their daily driver, if you will, right? They're still in Google Meet, Microsoft Teams, and Zoom. So we heard that loud and clear. And this is the beginning of us being able to make it easier to kind of collaborate consistently on a daily basis in Frame. So it does look a little like Zoom, but like you said, it's really built with a lot of the Frame magic. So of course you got the classic webcam stuff. What else do we have?
Yeah, we've also got, if you look at the tabs at the top, we've got this grid mode. Grid mode is cool because all of the assets that people can see in the frame in 3D, they also show up here in this grid mode. So the people that are
Wow.
viewing it in grid mode, they still have access to all of this stuff, and you can kind of drag these around. You can add assets just as you can in 3D, but when you add them in grid mode, you'll see them pop up on the grid. So it's kind of this
Crazy.
cool like canvas of content that people can look at together.
Amazing. I think that's powerful. This creation menu, if you all haven't tapped it down at the bottom, it is so powerful in 3D and it's quite effective here in flat mode as well. So love that,
Totally.
Gabe.
And then just to the right of grid mode, head over to shared doc, and you'll see that you've got a collaborative document that anyone in grid mode with you can work on. You see, I see Curtis's cursor working on this. Gonna type "Let's go grid mode," but this is amazing,
Yeah.
and it saves. Um, and it's real time. So, often in a meeting, I feel like people are like sharing a screen to a Google Doc, and there's this focus fragmentation that happens. But
Hmm.
here in Frame, you can just kind of everyone can just like go to the doc. If you want to take some quick notes, you can just go there while other people are on the grid, and vice versa. So pretty cool stuff.
Oh, super cool. I mean, I think, people that haven't really experienced like the power of real immersive collaboration in Frame in 3D, you're going to get a little taste of what that's like in 2D, and then it just gets amplified when you're in 3D. But the power of this flat mode is you can be where you're most comfortable until you get more comfortable being somewhere else. Flat mode also, this is just the beginning, right? This just released this week, depending when you're watching the video, early March 2020, mid-March 2025. But flat mode can evolve too, right? So like the AI stuff that we can do, the other things that can come around shared dock and grid mode, it can just get more and more powerful. And I think, Gabe, it can start to sort of help people build the workflow that they could use in 3D as well. So flat mode is amazing. The team did an awesome job, and I'm really excited for people to check it out.
Yeah, totally. And you mentioned the AI stuff. If you flip open the text chat, there's a button at the top right. Well, there are two buttons at the top right. They're both exciting. One of them gives you the text chat in a sidebar, which is handy during a meeting. And then the other one, if you're transcribing your meeting, that's where you can see the live transcript and live meeting notes come in. And of course, you can always look at these after the meeting. And in this release, by the way, we also have some new cool analysis tools that let you analyze not just a single transcript from a single meeting, but a whole bunch of transcripts from a whole bunch of meetings. It does this sort of like meta analysis and looks at communication patterns and things like that. It's pretty cool stuff.
Oh, too much cool stuff, everybody, to pack into one video, one email, one LinkedIn post. But it's up to you to just jump back in Frame, Gabe. I think that's where people should be right now.
Totally.
You know, if you've been a Frame user in the past, or you've been kind of listening and watching and playing, it is really time to kind of try to add this to your daily productivity stack. You know, I think this is going to start to replace the tools that people are used to using for remote work, for remote learning, and it's really going to enhance a lot of the stuff that you're doing. So, Gabe, thanks for taking us on a quick tour. This was awesome. Super excited for the newest Frame release.
Cool. Thanks, Curtis.
See you later.